Hey, Tech here, so welcome to the VR Tech channel. I don't know what happened this week. This is my 5th video because since a VR word came out of lethargy. This week we had the news about the Qualcomm next generation. We had the news about the Samsung glasses. We had the confirmation about the next PlayStation VR. We had the confirmation about the virtual desktop finally arriving to the official store with the PCVR streaming. Well, apparently Andrew Boss, that by the way is the vice president of Facebook Reality Labs, pretty much confirmed the existence of a Quest 2 Pro, of smart glasses coming this year. So yeah, just little things. So let's go through together the Q&A with Andrew Boss, with all the questions and his answers, of course, and let's talk about it together. Let's get into it. Alright, here we are. So this is not gonna be like a reaction videos like all the famous one and stuff like that. It's gonna be just me and you talking about this together and going through these Q&A that he had. We're gonna skip some questions because it's more like a personal stuff, and let's go through the stuff about VR and AR. So I think it's interesting. Somebody asked about his thoughts about the new PSVR.
Well, we don't have many details on it yet, but I'm certainly glad that they're making one. Obviously PSVR was such a tremendous hit and was a huge place for our developers to make cash, and I hope PSVR 2 is as well.
It's funny how we actually see the PSVR like a place to get cash for Oculus games, because yes, at the beginning it was really difficult. Right now they're making millions and millions, but before it wasn't like that. So will the 244 Hz eventually come to Quest? I'm telling you right away, no, but let's see what it says.
I don't think 244 is in the cards for Quest 1 or Quest 2 at least.
Okay, exactly. So again, a confirmation about 120 Hz on the standalone Quest, of course. So even if we don't use PCVR, you will be able to use the panel, the LCD panel that we have on the Quest 2 at 120 Hz. So that's very good. I wonder which games are gonna support it. For sure, Beat Saber. I could bet everything on it. Will Horizon get a 18 plus mode as I get so many kids on venues? Being mean, I wish I could even enter Horizon. Do you have access to Horizon? That's insane. It should have arrived like last year. It's still like private beta or something like that.
We're working hard on the trust and safety tools so people can have the kind of experience they want in VR and not be bullied and not have to deal with obnoxiousness. I don't think putting the kids in a kids-only room where they're mean to each other is great either, but we can work on it.
Well, they're taken in consideration at least. Alright, so this is the big question. Why can't Oculus make a $600 headset and put the best specs like the Quest Pro 3, etc.? Please?
Quest Pro, huh? Interesting.
And the win. So we know that many other things are going to arrive this year from Facebook. We know like the AR glasses in collaboration with Luxxotica. So yeah, this is another confirmation that we're gonna have something Quest related this year. And from this, seems like they are starting to move on the release windows, similar to what we had with the iPhone, like for example, iPhone 6, 6S, so with more features but the same processor, apparently, because from Qualcomm we didn't learn anything from the meeting I had last week about new processors coming. They're still using the XR2, and well, the 888 is just for phones and stuff, so probably we're not gonna see it in a Quest Pro, but maybe the Quest Pro is gonna have more FOV, the 120 Hz, maybe it's gonna be something locked on the Quest Pro, maybe IPD adjustment, integrated spatial audio like the one that we have on the Index, but let me know what you'd like to see, of course, in a Quest Pro, without considering like a Quest 3, but more like a Quest 2 Pro. Let me know. This one is Facebook working on a smartwatch, spill the beans, and like it's not talking about anything. Any thoughts on even plans to utilize Portal to augment in VR experiences? So if you don't know, Portal is like Amazon Alexa from Facebook directly. Sorry if I said Alexa. And well, you have a video conferencing thing, so you can like get in contact with friends or stuff if they own Portal, of course, through Facebook Messenger. And they're talking about integrating these in VR to have a better presence.
This idea comes up so often internally, and I love it because I love the VR streaming and I love Portal. The overlap just isn't big enough yet. We have a lot of portals out there. We have a lot of Oculuses out there. They're not necessarily in the same place. It hasn't been worth our time yet, but it's a cool idea.
Yeah, very cool idea for sure. And I can see that people who own like the Quest don't own actually Portal. It seems like a very Facebook related stuff when Quest, even if it's a very Facebook related stuff, we kind of don't want it to be like that. Makes sense. Will there be new lines of Facebook consumer hardware products? And well, we don't have a video here, but the response is yes. And I think it's talking about is Quest Pro and also the Luxxotica glasses that they're gonna have. We know that they're gonna arrive for sure because they were confirmed last year. I mean, it's great, so we can see it on the channel together. Any small update you can give on Infinite Office progress. If you don't know about Infinite Office, it's gonna be this application that's gonna let you use your PC or like different Office applications directly on the Oculus Quest 2. We saw a trailer from OC6 and that's it. No more information about bringing your keyboard also in VR. So, well, the question is a good thing to have.
It's a steady march. You know, I love the enthusiasm that we've received from the consumers about this idea. We want to get it right. Right now, it's not ready yet. It's just kind of, it's almost there, but there's a lot of bugs and it's a heavy lift. So making good progress though.
Well, they're working on it. That's a good thing. But yeah, not good progress yet. We're gonna have to wait a little more. So next question, with the success of the Quest, what is the future of the Rift platform? This is interesting because I really want to hear what he's saying.
Yeah, with the Oculus Link, we really work to bring these things together so you can have both standalone and PC attached VR device. Still have to catch up to the Rift S. It still has some nice features that aren't available elsewhere. But that's the path that we're on, is bringing these things together.
I don't know what is referencing to the things that the Rift S has that the Quest doesn't have, because actually it is quietly the opposite. We have end tracking and on the Quest. We have a higher refresh rate on the Quest, higher resolution on the Quest. Yes, we get some artifacts when we stream the content with Link, but yeah, it's pretty much everything better in everything, beside the camera on top that actually helps with the tracking a bit with the Rift S, but I don't see where could be considered actually better as having more features. I don't know what's talking about. That's interesting though from him. What I have to say though is that they say this, but at the same time we didn't see an investment in PCVR. Even like the Climb, for example, that might arrive soon, it wasn't even presented with a PCVR version when it was amazing and unbelievable on the original Rift, because it was made by Crytek, that is a creator of Crysis, of course. So you expect the best graphics ever. Not that it's bad on the Oculus Quest, but you know, it's not the same level, and we saw it during our comparison. So it's kind of weird that they lose completely an investment, but at the same time they're saying that they're still pushing. I really hope they do, because Oculus platform brought very great games like Asgard Wrath or Stormland, and I really would like to see them pushing there and not just on mobile gaming. So alright, so this one is interesting because it's related to, of course, the yesterday video that we had. Why was virtual desktop PC VR streaming approved for the store in 2021 but not in 2019?
Yeah, I covered this a bit last week, but it's obviously an area of interest, and I'm so glad that we were able to get VR desktop into the store. When we started the store for Quest, we were super conservative. We wanted every single thing a consumer bought to be a hit and to work every time. But since we can't be sure of your Wi-Fi, applications like virtual desktop, which relied on that and could be a bad experience, were things that we just didn't pass our VRCs, didn't pass our guaranteed performance checks. And that's something we were worried about. But again, we feel like we're over the hump. We're seeing that with App Lab. We're putting more and more control into the hands of consumers. And also, so many people have been using VR desktop through SideQuest already. It was kind of a no-brainer. So we're pumped for that. Guys pumped about it. And that's where we are now.
Not really a reason, but yeah, it got better. And so they could approve it. So that's good. it's a confirmation that the application actually grew a lot. All right, this one is interesting because app sharing came out last week, and the only two applications not supporting are Beat Saber and Population One, and Beat Saber is owned by Oculus, so it's a little particular. I really want to know what they say.
Super pumped about app sharing. One thing that is very tricky as it relates to Beat Saber and other music-oriented software is licensing and how that licensing model works. So we are still looking at this, and we will let you know more when we have it.
Money. All right, again, Oculus Smart glasses. So when we're gonna be released?
I'm going to give specifics, but it's going to happen this year. You know, we're working hard with our partner Luxxotica on making sure the form factor is right, making sure the functionality is good, and it's coming together pretty nicely.
That's cool. I'm super excited for them because Luxxotica, well, it makes Ray-Bans. If you don't know about it, so they're gonna look cool. That's for sure. Are there any plans for implementing eye tracking in the Oculus Quest? Let's see what's he said.
Eye tracking is super interesting. We've been researching that for a long time, so it's something that we will fit into some future headset. You know, one of the obvious things you can do is dramatically improve performance by only rendering things that are in the field of view of the fovea. So there's a lot of things happening here that we need to look at.
Yeah, so I would say it's not coming anytime soon, but of course they're working on it. We know from different prototypes and stuff. So I'm really interested to see it from Oculus because I have the Pico Neo with eye tracking. Unfortunately, it doesn't use that in the right way, and I'm pretty sure Oculus is able to do like a good software behind, a good framework behind to push that to have a better, performance in the standalone headset. So here we are with the last VR-related question. Why isn't Oculus doing more marketing in the VR fitness segment of the market? Good question.
So honestly, fitness just blew up so quickly. We've been excited about it for a long time. FitXR and Supernatural, and obviously Oculus Move, trying to support the entire breadth of it. So we've been pumped for a long time about it, but it just happened. So we got to.
I don't actually use VR for fitness because for me it's a little gross to have like my headset like getting soaked of my sweat. Gross. But I know that many people do, and if you have any solution to do it without destroying your headset, please let me know because I'm like trying meticulous, right, to keep everything in good shape. But yeah, that is just me. Anyway, I think that it was a great Q&A that you had, great questions and stuff. We learned like a very interesting thing, like yes, the Quest Pro is probably gonna be a thing. It winked, so that means that is a thing, I guess. Another confirmation. It's really messing up with us, by the way. And now we know about the glasses, another confirmation. The AR glasses or smart glasses are gonna arrive this year, and with Luxxotica, like they were saying before, so they're still in track. Even pandemic and stuff like that, they're still on track to deliver those things. Now I know the smart glasses were supposed to arrive early this year, so it might happen actually soon. We don't know yet, but yeah, for the Quest Pro, I'm kind of excited. And on the other side, I don't really know if doing year-by-year release is a good move. They're trying to push these things to as many people as they can. Right now, it's also available the original Quest for $199 on the store. Then you have the Quest 2 for $299, and well, having a $399 or $499 headset with the Quest Pro, if given that it has enough feature to justify the cost, will be interesting for sure. But yeah, again, what would you like to see on it? Are you excited for this thing, or you think that is again too early to get a new one? Let me know in the comment below. And well, I hope I didn't bore you to death. I feel like it was a very long week. Buzz is again the VP, so the vice president of Oculus, of Facebook Reality Labs. So doesn't get much higher than that, the source for the material. But yeah, anyway guys, that was all. I'm really done for this week. As always, if you like the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for all VR tech. And if you really love the channel, the join button down there. Little then further, also the Patreon with prior access to video. And we also have t-shirts there, Mass 2021, item number 1. Again, like, dislike, subscribe. See you guys next video. Thanks for watching.